In the heart of Los Santos, a plan was brewing in CJ's cluttered garage. The usual suspects, CJ, Ryder, Big Smoke, and Sweet, huddled around a set of blueprints, their minds buzzing with the thrill of their next big scheme. Amidst the chaos of planning, Ryder, always the wild card, introduced a large, peculiarly shaped magnet as the secret weapon for their operation. Little did they know, this magnet would soon become the star of their upcoming comedic escapade. CJ, ever the skeptic, yet always game for a challenge, eyed the magnet with a mix of curiosity and doubt. "You sure about this, Ryder?" he questioned, his voice filled with a blend of uncertainty and excitement. With the confidence only Ryder could possess, he slapped the magnet, a triumphant grin spreading across his face. "Trust me, CJ, this baby's going to be our golden ticket." The plan? Oh, it was straightforward enough. Infiltrate a high-security vault and make off with a fortune that would make even the most successful Los Santos crime lords green with envy. As they geared up for their mission, slipping into all-black attire, speckled with metallic accents, they unknowingly set themselves up for a twist of fate. They were, after all, adorning themselves with the magnet's most irresistible attraction: iron. As the night of the heist arrived, the crew, dressed in black attire with metallic embellishments, approached their target under the veil of darkness. The magnet, intended to be their secret weapon, had a surprise of its own. As they neared the vault, the magnet sprung into action, pulling every piece of iron within its reach towards them with an irresistible force. The scene quickly turned from a well-planned heist into a comedic spectacle, setting the stage for an unforgettable night in the annals of Los Santos's criminal history. The laughter that was yet to come would echo through the city, reminding everyone that even in the world of crime, there's always room for a good laugh. Under the cloak of darkness, they neared their target only to have their plan backfire spectacularly. The heist was in motion, with each member of the crew moving with calculated precision. But as they neared their target, the magnet, their grand plan centerpiece, decided to stage its own show. Activating with a hum that echoed ominously through the night, it began to pull every iron object in its vicinity towards it with an irresistible force. Suddenly, the silence of the night was shattered by the sound of clattering metal. Handcuffs, guns, even the keys from a guard's belt flew towards the crew, creating a whirlwind of iron and chaos. The crew, instead of disabling the security system, found themselves in the center of a slapstick spectacle. CJ, once skeptical of the magnet, could only shake his head in disbelief as he watched their well-laid plans spiral into absurdity. "We're supposed to be stealing cash, not collecting scrap metal," he muttered, dodging a flying spanner. Ryder, meanwhile, was wrestling with the magnet as it continued to attract every piece of iron in sight. "I might have miscalculated this," he yelled, stating the obvious. Their mission, once a stealthy operation, had turned into a comedic farce. With every step they took, they inadvertently collected more iron, turning themselves into a magnetized mess that would have made any junkyard proud. As the sun began to creep over the horizon, they found themselves back at CJ's garage. Instead of bags brimming with cash, they were surrounded by an absurd collection of iron artifacts. Their heist had gone haywire, and the only thing they had to show for it was a garage full of metallic loot and a story that was more comedic than criminal. By the end of the night, they found themselves back at CJ's garage, not with bags of money, but with an assortment of iron artifacts. In the heart of Los Santos, it wasn't the stolen riches that made a heist memorable, but the unforgettable missteps and laughter shared along the way. Sitting among their unintended haul, the crew couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of their situation. The garage echoed with their boisterous laughter as they recounted the night's misadventures. Sweet, still shaking his head in disbelief, managed to say between fits of laughter, "We went in for cash and came out with a high school science project." Big Smoke, eyes twinkling with mischief, added, "Well, at least we know what element we are on the periodic table. Iron, baby!" The room erupted in laughter again, the walls of the garage seeming to shake with their mirth. In the midst of the laughter, a realization dawned on them. They had walked into the night with a plan, but had walked out with a lesson. They had discovered that sometimes the journey mattered more than the destination, the story more than the loot. And so, in the heart of Los Santos, Carl Johnson and his crew discovered the magnetic allure of iron. not just as an element on the periodic table, but as a symbol of their unanticipated journey into the comical side of crime.